Park, and welcome back to another instalment of Get Better with Grumpy. Now, let me get this straight out there now. I'm not a pro. I don't confess to be a pro, and I'm not trying to teach you. I'm not telling you how to improve your swing or anything like that. I'm simply telling you, or showing you, I'm not telling you anything, I'm showing you how I'm improving my game. And hopefully you can take some tips from that if you wish, and hopefully improve your game as well. So what I'm looking at tonight is my approach game, which is pretty much where my weak part of my game is. So greens in regulation. Let's take the last block out of the equation because it was 100%. So yeah, but anyway, as a rule, my area for work is my green and regulations. So there's two ways during this weather that I'll work on that, and one is not at the driving range. So the first option is on the 18-hole course, on your full course. Again, like I said in my golfer's ramblings regarding practice, 2 balls needed, at least 2 balls. You can use more, but I will be using 2. So I have my scoring ball and my practice ball. So what we're going to do, hit tee shot, down the first. Realistically, my drive will leave me a decent approach shot in, so depending on what I hit and how I hit it, I've got between 140 and 120 in, which is perfect yardage for my working towards my approach play. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, not the best tee shot there. I've caught the tree at the top and it's kicking me backwards. So I've got about 160 in. So for the purpose of today, that's not ideal. So when we get to the ball, I play my scoring ball as normal, but then we have a second ball which I'll just chuck up the fairway a bit, so it puts me in my approach range. The aim of the game is obviously on the green. We'll talk about that more there. So here we are coming up to my drive. There's a big old tree that I hit. Normal shots driver, a little bit of fade over the top of that. Leaves me up there somewhere. So there's my drive, which, you know, like I say, with the 150 there, I've got about 160, which isn't ideal. Practice ball, yes, it's a Titleist. No, it's not my normal gaming ball. So all we then do is chuck that up there. That's probably, I don't know, 135 in, but we'll laser it in a minute. So let's see where I put my gaming ball. Okay, so this is my gaming ball. As I say, where this goes, obviously is important because this is the ball I'm scoring with. But for the purpose of greens in regulation, because of where I've got my tee shot, it's not massively important on the practice session, as it were. Here we go. Yeah, that's not going to work. So, not going to be a 300 round today. But anyway, that obviously for the score, it's a little bit frustrating, that strike. But as I say, for the purpose of practice, it doesn't matter. It's a bad strike, but it gives me another chance to hit the green. No, it's not in regulation, but it's at that range because it's pretty much the same distance. Okay, so this one does need to hit the green. So for me now, a little bit of pressure on because I want to hit the green. Obviously, that's where we're working it. That's come out a little bit hot. Could well be big. Okay, so with the sort of the pitching practice side of the game, I do make it a game. So if I hit the green in regulation, it's 5 points. If I 1 or 2 putt, it's another 5 points, so 10 points. Okay, so 90 points is what I'm looking for, obviously. And this one has made the green, if you can see. So we're just walking up now, and it looks like it's hit and stop pretty much. So as you can see, just there, made the green. Lovely. So that's 5 points. Let's see if I can make a 2-putt. My gaming ball's there, absolute shocker. Okay, so it looks like, I don't know if you can see, the greens have been top dressed, so there's quite a bit of sand on it. So that's my practice ball. So we need to hold that for 2 for 10 points. And that's my gaming ball, which is pretty much gimme distance for a bogey, which was the same as the other night, which is frustrating. So let's see what I can do here. Let's square this up a little bit, eh, shall we? There we go. So 2 putts for 10 points in total. Lovely. 10 points. That's the aim of the game, basically. And you can do that for 9 holes, you can do that for 18 holes. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to show you me playing all the holes. What I'm going to do now is show you part 2. Give me a second. Okay, so part 2, or the second option we use, or I use for my short game practice, is I'm lucky. Now this isn't going to be possible or as easy for everybody. At Stoneleigh, there's obviously the 18-hole course. There's also a par 3 course, which, to be honest, is absolutely perfect for working on that short game. When I first joined here, I was quite egotistical and think, I don't need to. I'm not going on a par 3 course. It's a short course. It's stupid. Actually, wrong attitude. Par 3 course is absolutely perfect for working on those yardages for greens in regulation. So I've just walked across from the first onto the 3rd hole of the par 3, which is 142 yards, which is bang on that money where I'm working on. So it's 142 yards. Now the difference on the par 3 course to the full course is from 142 yards on a full course. I'm hitting to a green. Well, it's not a massive green because it's a parkland course. It's still a relatively large green. I'm going to walk over to the 2nd of the par 3 course and show you the green, because it's really not that big, which obviously again makes you improve your short game or your approach game. If you're firing from 140, 150, 160 yards into a small target, you're naturally going to improve when you hit a big green. So that's the green there on the 2nd hole, which plays about 156, 157. So yeah, if you're working on that sort of yardage into small greens, it's going to improve, right? Let's find out. Again, same rules apply. You don't need to use 2 balls. I probably won't use 2 balls here. I'll be using 1, because again, this is what I'm seeing as a practice session. So it will be green in regulation 5 points, or hit the green 5 points, 2 putts, up to 10 points. And again, it's 9 holes, so 90 points on the up for grabs again. So let's see how we get on. Not going to lie, I'm not going to be surprised if that's not in the hole. That was tracking straight and true. Let's go and have a look. A little bit premature on the hole-in-one call. Okay, left it short. What a plum. So I lose 5 points. That's minus 5 points. So now I need to get up and down for 5 points. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so not a great chip. Not enough in the tank, not enough borrow. Just pretty much everything quite poor there. So we need to hold this now. Otherwise, if we don't hold this, it's another minus 5 points. If we fail to hit the green, minus 5 points. Fail to get up and down, minus 5 points. So, let's have a look, shall we? Wasn't even a good putt. And that was just as bad. So there you have it. There's the two ways I practice my approach play, be it, as I say, on the 18-hole course or on the short par 3 course. Now I know not everybody has the facility of a short par 3 course, but I'm pretty sure you've got a pitch and putt near you, or you're able to get on a par 3 course that's relatively local to you. It's so beneficial to use that. Or alternatively, like I say, on the 18-hole course you can still do the same practice, score the same. If you hit the green, it's 5 points. If you convert your up and down, it's 5 points. If you miss the green, minus 5 points. If you don't get up and down, it's minus 5 points. So by putting those scoring situations on you, you're creating pressure, and you need pressure to improve, because when you've got a card in your hand and you're in a competition, without that pressure, or without having played under pressure, you'll crumble under pressure. I hope that makes sense. What I tend not to do, or I try to avoid, especially when the weather's like this, is a driving range. Why do I avoid the driving range? Perfect practice. How is it perfect practice? You've got a perfect lie every time. You're hitting to the same target at the same yardages every time. Now, out of 50 balls, yes, you may change to 3 or 4 targets, but you've only got 3 or 4 targets. Around a golf course, you've got 18 holes, okay? As you've seen tonight, 18 holes turns into 36 holes with your scoring ball and your practice ball, okay? Also, again, like shown on the first hole, you're hitting from 2 different places. So, for me, short game practice, pitching practice, or approach practice, or greening regulation practice, however you want to name it, will be more beneficial on the golf course or on the par 3, pitch and putt, whatever you want to call it. I hope that's helped, because it definitely helped my game, so I hope you can take something from that and put into your practice and maybe improve, and hopefully improve. Let me know how you get on. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.